back with more Buffy. This is episode 5 of season 4, and I'm very excited to carry on with the season and see what's going to happen next. Definitely getting the feel for how things are going with the season now, like the new locations and new characters and stuff, and I'm really enjoying what they're doing. And last episode was great. I love the Halloween episodes so far that we've had, and that was a great example of the tiny little demon at the end. Oh, brilliant, iconic. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next, and I still don't really know what to expect tonight in terms of the overall plot or the big bad. We know we have those masked gunman guys coming around everywhere, so I feel like that's going to be one of, if not the big plot of the season, but we still don't really know anything about that yet. And I don't know if now is the time for answers yet, because we still have quite a way to go with the season. But I'm excited to carry on regardless and see what's going to happen, see how things are going to kind of change and evolve throughout the season. Yeah, really exciting, and I'm just so hyped to be watching the show and to see what's going to happen next. So, let's get into the next one. Let him take him. I'd say it's a dream, but I remember the Xander and Cordelia kiss music. It's a dream. He's an asshole.
These are the things we want. Simple things. Comfort, sex, shelter, food. We always want
food.
them, and we want them all the time.
Yeah,
it doesn't
food.
learn.
I'm the new bartender over at the pub. Got my lighter, my rag, my empathy face.
Aren't you too young to be a bartender?
Au contraire, mon frère.
Mon frère means brother.
Mon girdle frère. Behold.
I don't believe this is entirely on the up and up.
Give it away.
Looking at it.
Well, no one's gonna see it anyway.
Oz from State.
Can I watch?
I'm telling you, I think that he has intimacy problems because of the death of his father.
Not interested. You got troubles?
I think you have intimacy problems as well because of everything with
Bartender's
Angelus.
always ready to listen.
Let's form an orderly queue.
Oh, Riley's so sorry.
She should stop doing that to
You
him.
know, most people go around.
Oh dear. What a dick. Kill him.
A bipolar continuum of attraction and rejection. Now, given your socioeconomic statuses, I foresee a B rejects A dyad. I'm sorry, let me clarify. You see, we are the future of this country, and you keep the bowl of peanuts full. We are what these girls want. And,
Oh, someone has to keep the bowl of peanuts full. It's an important job.
You're not keeping
Ugh.
job until
I'm a slut.
No.
No, you're not.
You gotta stop being so hard on yourself.
This is helped.
Do not go anywhere.
Xander's grown a lot. It's been really good this season.
you're a very beautiful girl who should be covered with men. And could we be
What
those
if they
men?
formed
Donna?
a line of freaks?
You got a table.
I had to kill a man.
Oh, it's a really good table.
No, thank you. That's the girl from before, isn't it?
Do you know her?
Veruca? No. I know their drummer. He's cool.
Veruca.
I've never heard them play.
Veruca can Veruca not. If they're doing this to me again, I'm gonna leave.
My mother always said beer is evil.
Evil, good.
Beer is disgusting. Don't at me. Give me a cider any day.
Fine hops.
Bob, have you heard of this Veruca chick? Dresses like Faith, voice like an albatross.
This is their
It
faith.
is a good thing. Bright colors, music, tiny little people.
What have you done with Buffy?
badness.
She hungover.
Didn't know with Parker again.
No. With 4 really smart guys.
4? Oh.
Doesn't mean it isn't worth knowing, and it doesn't mean it won't be on the midterm. Now, if I've been unclear in any way, speak now.
Not the sandwich again.
Buffy!
Now, before you go, make sure you
Buffy,
get
are
the
you
pink
okay?
worksheet from the TA. Based on that, choose
What was in the beer?
and hand them.
Okay.
Boy, I'm having the worst day.
You got a light?
Oh, he's really concerned for Buffy. It's wholesome.
Stupid.
Are you stupid? No, you stupid.
It's making them all stupid.
Smelly head.
Chai?
Yeah, Ruka's man. And they asked me to sit in with them. It'd be kind of cool if you were there.
I don't like this.
See ya.
Oh. Not happy. Very concerned.
Out you go.
Oh! Ow! Oh! What beer? Like beer. Beer good.
Beer bad.
Hulk
Bad,
smash!
bad beer. I'm not sure I need to explain my actions here. But if that's what you want, people shouldn't have to preface casual sex with, just so you know, I'll never grow any older with you.
Damn.
It takes the fire out of it.
Maybe.
Willow,
I get that not
I don't regret
every
that.
relationship needs to be
or what we did.
serious.
But I am sorry that Buffy's hurting, and if I
But-
misled her, I'm sorry for that too. I didn't
don't know.
mean to.
Seems like he's covering up for being a bit of a man slut.
You're a good friend.
I think he's just good with words to cover what a dick he is. What is... This is crazy.
This is so the right amount.
Oh my god.
Somebody didn't have their fiber today.
They just need leopard skin and little clubs to raid, don't they?
Hey, you all right in there? Buddy?
Oh! Oh. What the fuck? Oh my god.
They had it coming.
Is he the one brewing that thing? Oh my god.
The beer. Neat, huh? My brother-in-law's a warlock. He showed me how to do this. No! No!
Oh.
I served them that beer. You're a bad, bad man.
I love how he's so casual. He was like, my brother's a warlock, so. I love how it's not like a big evil scheme or anything. It's just a guy trying to get his own back on some goddamn kids. Oh! I thought it was going to get hit by that car then. Oh, it's going to hit that one instead. Shit. Oh, shit.
Parker, bad.
I don't
Oh,
mean this in
no.
a bragging way. I haven't found the one yet. I've yet to
You don't
find
want
a
to
girl
find
that
the
I can
one.
just-
I feel you've shown me.
He's trying to
everything
make the
I hadn't
moves on her,
really
isn't
felt
he?
much about before.
He needs to stay away.
I've enjoyed talking with you. Here, tonight.
I hope you get beaten by cavemen.
And with you, you know, I'm wondering something about you.
What?
Just Just how gullible do you think I am?
Yes!
I mean, with your gentle eyes and your shy smile and your ability.
Oh, I fucking love her. What an icon.
You're unbelievable. I tell you, men haven't changed since the dawn of time. See?
Oh, shit. This season's definitely going for like a more comical tone for the most part, isn't it? Which I quite enjoy.
People. Boy, smell nice.
Or perhaps you should be left alone.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think we need to track down the fun boys somewhat pronto. Jack said the effects of the beer would wear off.
Beer?
Oh shit. Season 1 Xander would have just let that
You
happen.
can't have beer.
Oh no. Giles, run. Oh dear. Building go boom! I'm getting so many flashbacks to the pack in season 1. I think you might be out of a job, Xander, I'm afraid.
Where the hell's Giles?
Blonde. About this tall. He walks with a sort of sideways limp.
Oh dear. I like that it seems like even some of like the Slayer abilities are still stronger than this, which would make sense. She's not completely like hopeless. Whereas these guys, she's got to save him, isn't she? This would be dark. She just left him there. One cough for every girl he slept with. Not quite the dream she was having.
Buffy tired.
And was there a lesson in all this?
Me after a
What
night
did we
out.
learn about beer?
Follow me.
Good. Just as long as that's clear. Anyways, I think the boys in the car are contained for the time being.
Whose van is that?
I don't know. Wasn't locked.
Is it the guys in the masks with the guns?
I may not deserve this, but do you think you could forgive me?
Yes. At least this will help her move past it. Oh dear. Okay. That was a good episode. I really liked it. Not one of my like absolute favourites, but I still appreciated it because I think it had some really nice character stuff in there, and I also liked the kind of commentary it was going on. I do really like it when they have like the light-hearted kind of comical episodes, but they still have some deep meanings behind them. I think Buffy's always done a really good job of balancing that out. So yeah, should we get the smaller things out the way first? Riley was there very briefly. They keep kind of using him. He seems alright. I think we need to learn a bit more about him because I feel like he's going to become more of a main player because they just keep kind of, I don't want to say forcing him into every single episode, but he keeps popping up when he doesn't absolutely need to be there. So I feel like he's going to become like a major player in future, I think, maybe. Otherwise I don't really see the point of him right now. But he seems nice enough, so I just point out that he was there. And I like Giles' role. He didn't really show up until like the last 10 minutes or so, but he's been played for laughs quite a lot this season. I actually quite enjoy that side to his character. So I always enjoy his presence. He was really funny. And then yeah, I like how they really did take their time with like the whole aftermath of the Buffy and Parker thing. I like they didn't like just brush it off after that one episode. That was it. They spent a couple of episodes of Buffy still feeling quite bad about it, and I really enjoyed that. And I feel like this could possibly be like a sort of conclusion to that, and Buffy kind of moving past it. because she really did see Parker for what he is. Willow saw it as well, and she's kind of having this fantasy about Parker apologising to her and stuff. And then at the end of the episode, that became like a reality. And then obviously she was a bit beard up and drunk. So I feel like that could have been a symbol, like symbolising her like moving past it and just seeing him for what he is and knocking the fucker out. I appreciated that. I wonder if the guys at the end really were locked up in a van that was like the people with like the masks and the guns. We didn't really get like confirmation of that, but that's kind of what I assumed, but maybe it was just a random van, I don't know. And also, did the bartender main guy get justice for like doing that to the beer with his like warlock brother? Like he explained what happened and then he just disappeared, and now like the whole place burnt down. So Xander's out of a job and that guy just wasn't in again. Did he face justice, or is that just, maybe that's not important? But that kind of felt weird to me that we didn't see like a conclusion to that. What else? Talk about that later on. I liked what this episode kind of had to say, almost about binge drinking and alcoholism, stuff like that, taking it too far. Not particularly subtle, because they literally got drunk and then turned into cavemen. But social commentary, the social commentary is there, and I did kind of like what this episode had to say about that. And I love that this episode chose to make Xander the mature one, because I think he's come a long way since season 1. He's been really good this season. I've really liked him. I've loved his concern for Buffy. He had like this trick to talk to people with like his lighter and stuff, and when he actually had that chance presented to him and someone who actually wanted to talk to him, he was too concerned about his friend. So he kind of ignored that. I really like that growth. He's come a long way, and I'm really liking Xander this season a hell of a lot. It's one of my favourite things about this season so far, for sure, is Xander. I'm really liking him. So yeah, the commentary on like binge drinking and alcohol kind of making you do stupid things and making you a bit dumb. It was pretty obvious that's what they were going for. And then kind of when Willow was talking to Parker about like he has like this urge and these primal urges, which linked back to the psychology lesson they were having at the start. And then we literally saw them turn into like primal beings when they had this beer. I liked how that all linked together, and how Buffy was also affected. So it wasn't just commentary like, oh, when men drink, they just go back to their primal urges, and all men are the same, they all just want sex. I like that we also saw a woman get affected too, just to balance that out, because, I don't think... I mean, I understand that people do stupid things when they're drunk, and a lot of them are men, but I like that they didn't show like a complete bias with that on what they were trying to say, even though they did kind of have that in Parker as a character. But I appreciate what they did with him. So yeah, the idea that they've just turned to cavemen is fucking nuts. Very bizarre. Don't really know how I feel about that. It was entertaining, if not a bit too silly. But yeah, maybe they were drunk when they had the idea for this episode, I don't know. But I did like how they were trying to like comment on like binge drinking and getting drunk, and how everyone does have these primal urges deep down. So I think in that respect it's actually quite clever what they did with this episode. Even if the concept right from the off is a bit crazy and bonkers. But the show has done crazy and bonkers things before. So I ain't mad about that. And I really, really loved the scene between Parker and Willow, where he was trying to like make the moves on her and just using his normal shtick, and he was like talking, giving all these words and explanations for why relationships, don't need to always be serious. It can just be like one night stands, casual, that kind of thing. And I don't want to say I agree with that, but I do. You have to kind of admit and acknowledge that not every single relationship you have is necessarily going to be beneficial for you in the end. And it's not going to be a positive experience in the end. Or it's not going to be like the most serious thing in the world. So I understand that viewpoint, but he was kind of using that as an excuse to hide what he really was. And he's kind of, you know, a bit of a player. And that's just who he was. And he was trying to... He's very good at using words to kind of cover the fact that he's a prick, basically. But I love that Willow saw straight through that. That really made me happy. So that was great. And how they kind of joked, like, men they've not changed over the years, and then literally had like these Neanderthals bursting through. I thought that was really funny. And how Xander initially like scared them off with his lighter as like the connection with fire and cavemen and stuff, and then that came back in a big way at the end because the whole pub went up in flames. But yeah, I love that sequence. I loved Willow kind of shutting Parker down and just reminding him what he really was, because he was just covering for himself, really. Because Parker's not a very nice person. Because I'm sure there are people who go into relationships not expecting them all to be serious, and I think that's almost a healthy mindset, because you need to grow into a relationship, and I don't think every single relationship should be like date one, you know, you sit down for dinner, well, you know, how many kids are we going to have? You know, it's not like that. You have to grow into a serious relationship. Feelings develop over time, so I understand that point of view. But Parker just wanted to sleep with loads of girls. That was it. And he was trying to convince people he had a different mindset, even though that's all he wanted. And I love that Willow kind of exposed him. I'm fucking exposing him. So yeah, I really liked that. And Willow is an icon. I love her. So yeah, loved all of that. And I do think the performances of like all the guys being the cavemen and Sarah Michelle Gellar being, you know, cave woman, I guess, really funny. They did a great job, and the fact that they got through a single take without laughing, I think, is quite something. And you can just tell how much fun they're having as well, which always kind of improves the episode for me, when you can just tell they're enjoying the material. So I loved all of that. I think the performances were great throughout. Now we come to Veruca. I want to bazooka that Veruca. She's to fuck off. I mean, I don't really know a lot about her. Maybe she's a lovely girl, but there's something weird with that, because I'm pretty sure that's the girl from before that Oz like stared at when he walked past her. Now it's happening again. I don't know, there's this weird connection between them, and I don't like it, and they kind of seem to say that Willow and Oz are kind of drifting apart a bit, which makes me nervous, because I don't want that to happen, because I will fucking sob if anything happens to those two. And I'm scared they're doing the whole cheating thing again, but with Oz this time. And I don't want that to happen, because I think that's bullshit. We went through that in season 3, I hated it, glad it was over, they moved past it, they were stronger for it, so I appreciate it in the end, but still, no. Because like, in season 3 it was to end the whole Xander-Willow romance thing, that draw a line under that, that's why that happened. Okay, I didn't like it, but I understood why they did it. With this, I don't know where they're going with it. I don't know if it's just to add drama, or they just wanted to split up Willow and Oz for some reason. I don't know. Hopefully that's not going to happen, because I will fucking cry again. But yeah, if you're going to break couples up, I just have I have a personal thing with cheating anyway, but in TV shows, I think maybe a TV show can get away with doing a cheating storyline like once. Maybe twice, but not twice with the same couple, which I'm scared they're doing with this. I think that's stupid. So if it's like more than once, they do like this whole cheating thing. To me, personally, that comes across as lazy. Especially because... And then they planted the seed a couple of episodes ago, if that's what they're going with. If it's something else, I'm going to be fucking over the moon. Over the full moon. Oz, werewolf. But I don't know if that's what it is, because they're teenagers. Yeah. I'm scared about that. So if that's the route they're going with, to break Willow and Oz up, or just to cause some unnecessary drama, I think that's kind of lazy. But we'll have to wait and see where they go with it. I can't really judge it yet, because I don't really know where that story's going. I'd say I'm looking forward to finding out where it's going, but I'm really fucking not. So, we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, overall, I really, really liked this episode. Again, not like a favourite or completely like blown me away or anything. But I did have a good time with it. It was entertaining. You could tell the actors were having a good job with it and having a good time. It had some really funny moments. I liked the commentary on like binge drinking and stuff, and I like how they seem to have wrapped up the whole Parker thing. And yeah, the discussion of like primal urges and stuff, especially because like those guys seem like really smart and intelligent at the start of the episode, and then that was kind of taken away with alcohol. I liked that. So yeah, I really liked the commentary that this episode had going for it, even if it was a bit of a silly idea, and quite on the nose with what they were trying to do. Regardless, I did have a good time with it, and I did enjoy the episode overall. So yeah, a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next. But I believe the next reaction is for Angel, episode 5. I think I have 2 Angels next, and then we're back to Buffy. But if you don't keep up with other reactions, I have now finished Fear the Walking Dead. I'm caught up, which means there will now be an extra Buffyverse reaction in that place. So it goes Buffyverse, The 100, Once Upon a Time, then Buffyverse again, instead of Fear the Walking Dead. So there's 3 Buffyverse reactions in a cycle now. So we're going to be picking up the pace a little bit with that. So yeah, it'll be Angel next, and I'm excited for that. But I liked this episode a lot. Looking forward to seeing where they're going to take the rest of the season, because I'm very intrigued. So yeah, until my next reaction, thanks for watching.